My dear, I hope this letter finds you in a moment of peace and good health. I am writing to you today because I need your help and support more than ever. For the past several days, I have been feeling overwhelmed by a sense of exhaustion and despair that seems to seep into every part of my being. I feel as though I have lost the spark that once made me laugh, play, and embrace the simple joys of life. Instead, I find myself weighed down by a heaviness in my heart and a relentless fatigue that I cannot seem to shake off. I would be immensely grateful if you could send your healing energy my way, as I believe that your positive spirit might help me rediscover the strength I once had. Lately, my body and mind have been in a state of disarray. I struggle to find the motivation to carry on with my daily tasks, and even the simplest activities feel insurmountable. There is an unyielding sense of inner turmoil that leaves me feeling both physically and emotionally drained. I feel as though every fiber of my being is crying out for relief, yet I am unable to silence the persistent aches and discomforts that have become a constant companion. I am not only exhausted by the external challenges that life has thrown my way, but I also feel an intense inner exhaustion, a weariness that saps my spirit and makes me long for the days when I could simply be my healthy, happy self. I must admit that I have a particularly bad habit when it comes to dealing with physical discomfort. Even the slightest twinge of pain tends to capture my full attention, and I become utterly fixated on it until it eventually subsides. This tendency often leaves me feeling more vulnerable than I would like, and it has even led to a few light-hearted teasing moments from my siblings, who say I behave like a small child when in pain. Despite their teasing, I know that this sensitivity is a part of who I am, and I can only hope that, with time and proper care, I will learn to manage it better. I am reaching out to you now because I believe your understanding and compassion can help me navigate this difficult period. In asking for your help, I also find myself worrying about you. How have you been these days? I sincerely hope that you are in a much better state, both physically and emotionally, than I have been lately. You mean the world to me, and it pains me to think of you neglecting your own well-being. I urge you to take every precaution to ensure that you remain healthy and strong. Please remember to get ample rest, eat nutritious meals at regular times, and incorporate some form of exercise into your daily routine. Your health is too precious to risk, and I want nothing more than to see you thriving and happy. I feel compelled to share a concern that has been on my mind for some time now. Far too often, I have seen people dismiss the early signs of discomfort and pain, choosing instead to ignore what could be the beginning of a much more serious problem. They opt to treat minor ailments at home, hoping that time will heal them, only to find that a small issue has escalated into a significant health concern by the time they finally seek medical help. I have witnessed these situations firsthand, and they have taught me the importance of addressing even the slightest discomfort as soon as possible. Please, my dear, do not fall into the trap of thinking you know better than the experts when it comes to your health. Consulting a physician at the earliest sign of trouble can make all the difference in ensuring a swift and complete recovery. I share these thoughts with you out of genuine care and concern. I never want you to make the same mistakes that I sometimes do, neglecting the signs that our bodies give us until it is too late. Your well-being is of paramount importance to me, and I cherish every moment we share. I want to see you laughing, playing, and enjoying life to its fullest potential, free from the burden of unnecessary ailments and worries. In every decision you make, please keep in mind how much you mean to me and how much I would be heartbroken if you were ever to suffer needlessly. As I continue on my path to recovery, I find solace in the thought that this too shall pass, and that with time, I will regain the energy and zest for life that I so dearly miss. Your prayers and positive thoughts are a constant source of comfort, and I am deeply thankful for your unwavering support. I promise to take better care of myself and to seek help when needed, just as I hope you will do for yourself. Let us both strive to live healthier, happier lives, cherishing every moment we are given. Thank you for taking the time to read this letter and for always being there for me. I hope you will heed my words and continue to prioritize your health, for you are incredibly precious to me. Please know that I am serious about this, and I would be truly upset if I saw you neglecting your well-being. Remember, my dear, that taking care of yourself is not a joke, it is the foundation of a long, fulfilling, and joyful life. Hey, I don't know how to begin. There are so many things left unsaid between us that weigh heavily on my mind, and the words seem to slip away before I can properly express them. I'm deeply sorry for all the mistakes I made while we were together. Looking back, I realize how many opportunities one missed and how often I failed to act in ways that could have strengthened our bond. Every day since then, I find myself replaying memories of our time together, and each recollection is filled with regret and longing for what might have been if I had only behaved differently. I made many mistakes when we were together, and I now see how I repeatedly fell short of being the partner you deserved. I never did what I should have, and that failure haunts me. Whether it was not listening when you needed to be heard or not showing the appreciation you deserved, my actions, or lack thereof, led us down a path of misunderstanding and loss. As I reflect on those moments, I feel an overwhelming sense of remorse that is almost too heavy to bear. I wish I could turn back time, to pause and rewrite every moment in which I let my insecurities and selfish tendencies overshadow the love that was so evident between us. It pains me deeply to consider that not a single day goes by without thoughts of you crossing my mind. I remember your laughter, the gentle way you cared, and the hope that you always seemed to carry with you. I understand that time has moved forward, and perhaps in that process, you have found solace or even love with someone new. The mere thought that I could have been the one to give you the happiness you deserve, and instead allowed our connection to fade, is a constant reminder of my failure. I cannot help but wonder if you ever think of me as I do of you, pondering the path you chose or regretting the moments we lost. I often question whether you harbor any lingering anger or if you have simply moved on and forgotten about the times we shared. My heart remains tethered to the memories of us, and the realization that I may have lost the only person who truly understood me is a wound that time alone has not healed. You were my soulmate, the one who saw through my facade and accepted me for who I was, imperfections and all. I was fortunate enough to have you in my life, yet I squandered the chance to truly cherish and nurture the relationship we had. That opportunity, once lost, has become a lesson I carry with me every day. I considered reaching out to you to offer a heartfelt apology, hoping to mend even a fraction of the damage done. Yet, the thought of facing you again was overwhelming. I feared that my presence would only reopen old wounds and cause you further pain. You deserved better than to be reminded of the hurt I caused, and as you began to rebuild your life and find happiness, I felt it was selfish to step back into a space where you had finally found peace. I could only pray from a distance that someday, circumstances might allow me to express my remorse face to face. When that day comes, I promise to pour out every ounce of regret and apology that has been bottled up over the years. In the time that has passed since we last saw each other, I have spent countless hours reflecting on the mistakes I made and the bad habits that led to my downfall. I have worked hard to change and grow, striving to become a better person. The lessons I learned from our time together are invaluable. They have reshaped my understanding of love, commitment, and self-worth. You accepted me at a time when I was not ready to accept the truth about myself, and that acceptance is something I will forever be grateful for. It is not lost on me that such genuine love is rare, and I have come to understand that I may never encounter anyone who mirrors the kindness and understanding you showed me. Looking back, I realized that I did not fully appreciate the beauty of what we had until it was gone. I now see the intricate details of our relationship, the subtle moments of affection, the shared laughter, and even the silent promises that spoke louder than words. Every memory is a testament to the fact that you brought light into my life, and for that, I will always cherish and respect you. The regret of having let go of something so precious is a burden I carry with me every day, urging me to never repeat the same mistakes. I hope, in time, you might find it in your heart to forgive me for the bond we once shared. Your forgiveness, though it may never come, remains a distant hope that fuels my journey toward becoming someone worthy of love. Thank you for the profound impact you had on my life, for teaching me lessons that have reshaped who I am. I remain eternally grateful for every moment and lesson that inspires me to grow.